Have you ever wondered if your thoughts truly shape your reality? What if there was a simple everyday practice that could literally rewire your brain for positivity, attract what you desire, and maybe help you overcome some of life's biggest challenges? Today, we're embarking on a fascinating deep dive into how affirmations work. We're going to unpack these short, powerful statements we repeat to ourselves.
Yeah, and our mission for you on this deep dive is to explore how these, seemingly simple phrases operate from two incredibly powerful perspectives. We're looking at the spiritual side, particularly the law of attraction, and then the scientific, delving into psychology and neuroscience. We'll give you practical, step-by-step guides, some specific examples for different goals, and recommend some truly transformative books, too.
Absolutely. Our deep dive into your fantastic stack of sources you sent over, articles, research insights, notes, it really laid out the complete picture. So we're here to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge for you right now. But before we go on, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video. This podcast is known as the Deep Seek Diaries, and you can find us on the major social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Linked in the description section are all the resources in discussion today, including books, websites, and so on. Please go through our terms and conditions as soon as you can. Now sit back and enjoy the deep dive.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. What are affirmations? Simply put, they are short, powerful statements we repeat to ourselves. And their purpose? Well, it's to influence our mindset and ultimately our reality. Think of them as a cornerstone in self-help, spiritual practices, even psychological ones. The core aim is really to replace any negative beliefs we might hold with empowering ones, consciously choosing thoughts that attract better experiences into our lives.
Okay, so they're intentional thoughts, makes sense. But how do they actually work? Let's unpack this dual nature you mentioned, maybe starting with the spiritual side. A lot of people connect affirmations with the law of attraction, right? What's the core idea there?
Right. What's fascinating here is that from a spiritual standpoint, especially within the law of attraction or LOA, your thoughts aren't just internal whispers. They're seen as energetic signals that the universe actually responds to. The fundamental principle of the LOA is like attracts like. So this means our thoughts and feelings emit an energetic vibration that draws in experiences matching that specific energy. When you use positive affirmations, you're actively aligning your vibration with what you want, rather than focusing on what you fear or feel you lack.
So it's not just chanting words then, it's more about changing your internal frequency, your vibe.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. For instance, if you repeatedly declare, let's say, I am wealthy and successful, the belief is that you begin to feel more confident, more abundant. And this feeling, this shift in your internal state, then makes you a magnet for those very outcomes. LOA experts explain that by changing your thoughts, you directly change how you feel. And that shifts your energy, making you a vibrational match to your desires. Consistently speaking these affirmations with genuine belief and emotion, it signals your intentions to the universe, and it also encourages you to take proactive steps towards your goals.
Okay, that brings up something really crucial, I think, the importance of belief and emotion. It's not just saying the words mechanically, is it? It's about feeling them as if they're already true.
You've hit on the key right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Simply reciting words by rote probably isn't going to do much. The real power comes from feeling the truth of the affirmation as if it's already your reality. LOA practitioners often combine affirmations with visualization, seeing it in your mind's eye, and also gratitude. So if you're affirming, say, I am attracting my soulmate and my life is full of love and joy, you're encouraged to genuinely imagine the joy of being in that relationship. Feel it. This emotional charge, that joyful, loving feeling, is what's believed to really accelerate the manifestation process. So to sum it up from a spiritual perspective, affirmations focus your intention, they align your mindset with a higher positive energy, and they kind of invite the universe to deliver corresponding results. Plus, they nudge you into action.
That's a really powerful concept. But okay, what about those of us who maybe need a bit more scientific grounding? Shifting gears now, what does psychology and neuroscience have to say about all this? Can our brain literally change by what we tell ourselves?
That's a great question, and the science is actually quite supportive. The core insight here is that your brain doesn't just passively process affirmations. It physically rewires itself based on what you repeatedly tell it. Psychologically speaking, affirmations are a powerful form of positive self-talk. They're designed to challenge and replace those ingrained negative beliefs. This practice has roots in things like cognitive behavioral theory, which recognizes that changing thoughts can change feelings and behavior, and also in self-affirmation theory from social psychology. By regularly repeating positive statements, you genuinely help to rewire negative thought patterns and reinforce the beliefs you want to have. Over time, this shifts your internal narrative, maybe from something like "I'm not good enough" to "I am capable and worthy," which naturally improves self-esteem and resilience.
So it's not just metaphorical rewiring. You mean the brain literally changes?
Yeah.
Physically.
Yes, exactly. Neuroscience findings genuinely support this. MRI studies, for example, have shown that practicing self-affirmation activates neural pathways, specifically in the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. Now, that's a brain region involved in how we process things related to ourselves and positive valuation, like judging something as good or rewarding. So when you affirm your values or strengths, you're actually engaging your brain's reward and self-identity centers. The repetition of affirmations is basically a form of neuroplasticity exercise. By thinking new thoughts over and over, you strengthen new neural connections. It literally rewires the brain for positivity.
Okay, wow. So what are the concrete benefits then? Beyond just feeling a bit better, are there measurable impacts we can see?
Oh, absolutely. The concrete benefits are quite significant. For instance, stress reduction is a big one. Studies have shown that people who engaged in self-affirmation exercises actually exhibited lower stress responses, like lower cortisol levels. And they even showed improved problem-solving abilities when they were under pressure. Affirmations have also been successfully used in interventions to help people adopt healthier behaviors or cope with threats or setbacks. For example, affirming your core values can make health warnings, say about smoking, feel less threatening personally, which can lead to more openness to changing that behavior. Even in schools, brief self-affirmation writing exercises have been linked to better academic performance, especially among students facing adversity.
That's actually incredible. But, okay, thinking about this. If our brain just accepts what we tell it, does saying "I'm a billionaire" work if you're, drowning in debt? Or is there a limit? Does it have to be believable?
That is a crucial distinction, yes. Psychology finds that affirmations are most effective when they are consistent and, importantly, believable to you. If you choose an affirmation that feels way too far outside your current reality or self-view, like the "I'm a billionaire" example when you're struggling financially, your mind might actually reject it. It can even create more internal resistance, sort of a "yeah, right" reaction. Instead, cognitive experts often suggest focusing on positive statements centered on growth, potential, or progress. Things your brain can accept as plausible, like "I am becoming more financially savvy every day," or "I am capable of building wealth." Then over time, as you consistently repeat these encouraging messages, maybe see some small successes, your subconscious mind gradually begins to accept them as true. It's essentially about reprogramming your subconscious with new, empowering beliefs. And that's a concept agreed upon by both modern psychology and a lot of classic self-help literature, like Dr. Joseph Murphy's work.
Okay, this is fascinating. We've covered the why and the how from both the spiritual and scientific angles. Now let's get down to the really practical stuff, the how-to. What are the actionable steps to put this into practice effectively?
All right, let's get practical. Using affirmations is simple in concept, but getting the most out of them does involve a little bit of strategy. And these steps we'll outline are really grounded in both that spiritual wisdom we talked about and the scientific understanding. Step 1. Set a clear intention. First things first, you need to identify the specific goal or the negative belief you want to change. Be really precise here. For example, maybe you struggle with self-worth. Your intention might be to cultivate confidence, or maybe you desire a new job. Your intention is to attract a fulfilling career opportunity. Having that clarity gives your affirmations focus and meaning. It tells your mind what you're working on. Step 2, phrase affirmations in the positive present tense. This is key. Construct a short statement that reflects your desired reality as if it's already true, right now, and avoid negative words. So instead of saying something like, "I will quit feeling so insecure," you'd affirm, "I am confident and secure in myself." Always use present tense phrases like "I am," "I have," or "I feel." This wording sends a clear signal to your subconscious and, to the universe if you lean spiritual about the outcome you're choosing. Also, make sure the affirmation resonates with you. It should feel empowering, maybe a little bit of stretch, but somewhat believable. Not totally forced or fantastical, because like we said, psychological resistance can pop up if it's just too unbelievable. Step 3, incorporate emotion and visualization. Okay, simply reciting words like a robot isn't going to cut it. Emotion is really the active ingredient here. It's what makes affirmations stick. So, as you repeat your affirmation, actively try to engage your feelings and imagination. Visualization is a super powerful partner to affirmations. See and feel yourself already in the situation you desire. So, for that example, I have a wonderful new job. Imagine the joy of signing the offer letter, or feeling energized and happy on your first day. Feeling those positive emotions, joy, gratitude, relief, confidence as you speak the words. That turbocharges the affirmation. It imprints it much more deeply in your subconscious. Spiritually, this emotional charge is thought to align to your vibration. Neuroscientifically, attaching emotion to a thought helps encode it much more strongly in the brain. Step 4. Create a routine. Repetition is key. Consistency. It's absolutely crucial for affirmations to really penetrate your subconscious mind and create lasting change. So set aside time daily to practice. A lot of people find mornings and bedtimes ideal. Morning sets a positive tone for the day, right? And at night, the words can kind of marinate in your mind while you sleep. Using affirmations in the morning can actually prime your brain for positivity and success throughout the day. Find a routine you can actually commit to. You might repeat each affirmation, say, 3-5 times in a session, or maybe even 10-15 times, slowly and with conviction. While just thinking or whispering them is fine, saying them out loud can sometimes reinforce it even more. Some studies suggest speaking things aloud engages more of your brain in the learning process.
Just jumping in here quickly, I hope you are enjoying the topic so far. If you are, please subscribe to the Deep Seek Diaries and like this video. Don't forget you can find us on the major social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Linked in the description section are all the resources we're talking about today, including books, websites, and so on. Okay, back to the steps.
Step 5. Use a mirror and your voice. All right, this is a really powerful technique. It's strongly advocated by self-love teachers like the wonderful Louise Hay. The idea is to stand tall, look yourself right in the eyes in a mirror, and speak your affirmation clearly. This can be incredibly impactful because it directly confronts any inner disbelief or negative self-talk head-on. For example, telling yourself, "I love and approve of myself," while looking in the mirror makes it much harder for your critical inner voice to dismiss it. You can even smile or adopt a confident posture while you do it. These physical cues of positivity can actually boost the emotional impact. Psychologists suggest the mirror technique helps build self-acceptance and self-integrity, aligning your self-image with your words. Step 6. Supplement with writing or listening. It's good to reinforce your affirmations in multiple ways, using different senses. So you could write them down repeatedly in a journal. Some people swear by writing an affirmation 10, 15, even 20 times each day. Another option is to make or use audio recordings. You could record yourself saying your affirmations, then play them back maybe while commuting, or quietly at bedtime, or even just in the background during chores. These methods engage additional senses like visual for writing and auditory for listening, which can deepen the programming effect. Use whatever method or combination resonates most with you. Speaking, thinking, writing, listening. The main thing is consistency and reminding yourself daily of these positive ideas. Step 7. Believe and accept. Okay, as you practice consistently, you need to consciously work on cultivating belief in your affirmations. In the beginning, an affirmation might feel purely aspirational, maybe even a bit awkward. And that's totally okay. That's normal. But with repetition, try to consciously embrace it as your truth. For instance, if you keep saying, "I deserve success," allow yourself to truly accept that idea. Feel it. Think, "Yes, I really do deserve this." If doubt creeps in, and it probably will sometimes, don't fight it aggressively. Just gently acknowledge it and replace it with your positive statement. Keep bringing your focus back. Over time, your mind starts to yield, and the new belief takes root. Spiritually, this step is often described as acting as if, living and feeling as though the affirmation is already fulfilled, which supposedly attracts the outcome faster. From a brain perspective, this is about reinforcing that new neural pathway through emotional confirmation and acceptance. Patience is definitely key here. Lasting mindset change takes time. Many experts suggest committing to at least 21 to 30 days of daily practice to start seeing significant shifts. That duration is often cited for rewiring a habit or belief pattern. Step 8. Pair affirmations with action. This one's really important. While mindset is incredibly powerful, action truly completes the circuit. Affirmations aren't magic spells on their own. They work best when they're teamed up with your sincere efforts toward your goal. The positive mindset you cultivate should ideally drive you to take positive actions. For example, use affirmations of confidence to boost yourself while you also actively apply for jobs or learn new skills. Use affirmations for health while you also seek support to quit drinking or start exercising. In law of attraction terms, taking inspired action shows your faith in the affirmation coming true. In psychological terms, your behaviors start to align with your new emerging self-belief. So if your affirmation is, "I am healthy and strong," you'll likely find yourself more naturally motivated to go for that walk or choose the healthier meal, which then reinforces the belief. It's a positive feedback loop. Ultimately, you are the agent of change, and your affirmations are tools to empower that agency.
Those steps are incredibly clear and actionable. Thank you. To really bring this to life now, let's look at some specific examples, maybe tailored to common goals people have. And just a reminder for everyone listening, the best affirmations are always the ones that resonate personally with you.
Absolutely. Personal resonance is key. Okay, let's look at a few common areas. A, for wealth and lottery wins. This is a popular one. I am a lottery winner and I welcome the abundance coming to me. Or maybe winning the lottery comes easy and effortlessly to me. Or focusing on gratitude. I am grateful for the financial abundance that flows to me easily and consistently. And a tip here, genuinely try to feel the excitement, maybe visualize checking the winning numbers, but also remember the practical action part, you still need to buy a ticket. Affirmations aim to put you in a mindset to notice lucky breaks and confidently seize opportunities, not just wait passively. B, for career success, finding a better job. I attract fantastic new career opportunities that value my talents and skills, or perhaps I'm confident, capable, and absolutely ready for my dream job. Something like, I'm always attracting better and better jobs into my life, or my unique skills, experience, and passion guide me effortlessly to a rewarding new job. Tip, visualize yourself thriving in your ideal work environment. Imagine feeling happy on a Monday morning, doing work you genuinely love. This not only boosts your manifesting vibration, but also motivates real-world action like updating your resume, networking, or learning new skills. Affirmations can even help reduce interview anxiety and improve performance. C, for love and relationships. I am attracting my ideal partner and my life is filled with love and joy. Focusing on self-worth. I am worthy of a healthy, loving, and supportive relationship. Opening up. My heart is open and receptive to giving and receiving love. Radiating positivity. I radiate love and others are naturally drawn to my positive energy. Crucial tip here. Visualize happy interactions. Feel the warmth and connection. But critically, many teachers emphasize cultivating self-love first. People like Louise Hay insisted that loving yourself is also prerequisite for receiving healthy love from others. So consider using self-love affirmations like, I deeply love and appreciate myself just as I am, alongside these. D, for overcoming personal hurdles, like alcoholism, for example. I am stronger than any temptation, and I choose sobriety, health, and clarity every day. Affirming self-sufficiency. I do not need alcohol or drugs to feel happy, confident, and relaxed. Focusing on progress. Every day in every way, I'm growing healthier, clearer, and more in control of my choices. Connecting to self-respect. I love and respect myself deeply. Therefore, I'm committed to a life of sobriety and well-being. Tip. Consistency is absolutely paramount here, especially when dealing with addiction or ingrained habits. Pair these affirmations with other essential support systems like therapy, support groups, or medical advice. When a craving or challenging moment hits, use your affirmation as a mental shield, a go-to positive thought. Science backs this up too. Self-affirmation can reduce stress and rumination, which are often triggers for relapse, helping you stay calm and committed to your goal. Visualize the freedom and peace of overcoming the hurdle and make sure to celebrate every small victory along the way.
Those are fantastic, concrete examples. And for those of you listening who really want to dive even deeper into this, our sources highlighted some truly timeless and influential books on the subject. We've distilled these down to a few absolute must-reads that capture the essence of this practice. But remember, a full, comprehensive list with links is available for you in the show notes.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see how these ideas have developed over time. From the absolute classics, you definitely want to look at James Allen's As a Man Thinketh from way back in 1903. It's foundational, really beautifully articulating how our thoughts shape our destiny. Then there's Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich from 1937, probably the most famous success book ever. It really popularized autosuggestion, a form of affirmation as a path to achievement. For bridging faith and positive thinking, Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of Positive Thinking, 1952, is a massive classic. So many anecdotes in there. And Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, 1963, offers incredible insights into how our inner world works, bridging spiritual and psychological ideas. Finally, a truly seminal work, especially for health and self-love, is Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life from 1984. Her core message: every thought you think is an affirmation, so choose loving, positive ones. It's packed with specific affirmations like her famous I approve of myself.
And building right on those foundations, some more recent bestsellers have brought these powerful principles to a fresh, maybe more modern audience. We'd recommend checking out Rhonda Byrne's The Secret, 2006, for that mainstream take on the law of attraction: ask, believe, receive. Or if you appreciate a more humorous, edgy, no-nonsense approach, Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass, 2013, is great for tackling self-sabotage. For integrating affirmations into a structured, powerful daily routine. Hal Elrod's The Miracle Morning 2012 with its Life SAVERS framework is fantastic. Affirmations are key there. And if you're looking for maybe a more millennial-friendly guide to high vibrational living, Vex King's Good Vibes, Good Life 2018 is excellent, very practical. Lastly, someone often seen as a spiritual successor to Louise Hay is Gabrielle Bernstein. Her book, The Universe Has Your Back, 2016, focuses on transforming fear into faith, using affirmation-like prayers and mantras.
So in conclusion, what's really remarkable about affirmations, I think, is their multi-layered effectiveness. It's not just one thing. Spiritually, they're seen to align your energy with the reality you want to create, kind of operating on that ask and you shall receive principle. And psychologically, scientifically, they literally help rewire your mind, gradually replacing doubt, negativity, and limitation with confidence, optimism, and possibility.
And the beauty of it all is they're free, they're simple, and they're accessible to absolutely anyone, anywhere. By just speaking kindly and hopefully to yourself each day, you essentially become your own internal life coach, your own cheerleader. It seems the combination of consistent practice and genuine heartfelt belief is what truly unlocks their transformative power.
Absolutely. So if you're intrigued by this, we really encourage you pick just one area of your life you'd like to see improved, maybe start small, and begin applying these steps and examples today. And of course, diving into any of the books we highlighted can offer even deeper insights and more techniques to really master the art of affirmations.
And maybe to leave you with a final, provocative thought to mull over, this one's directly from Louise Hay herself. You've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. Right. Change your self-talk. And you really can, quite literally, change your life. I hope you have enjoyed today's deep dive from the Deep Seek Diaries. Please don't forget to check out all the linked resources in the description section below and hit the subscribe and like buttons as you head off if you haven't already. Until next deep dive, goodbye.